All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about, do you have repairanoia? All right, repairanoia. Eric and Cole coined the term repairanoia. You know, that 2 a.m. wake-up call when you're sitting there going, did I tighten that bolt? Did I tighten that bolt? Did I tighten that bolt? We've all been there. If you care about your job, we've all woken up, oh dark 30, and going, little story. My worst was actually a subframe drop on a Lexus, I believe, doing control arms, no big deal. Car was supposed to ship that night. Woke up in a cold sweat, 2, 3 in the morning. Did I torque the subframe back in? Didn't sleep for anything. You know, I mean, pretty big deal not to tighten the subframe back up. And, you know, because I had it hanging down, because I didn't do a full subframe drop, I just dropped it down. And, you know, did I tighten those bolts? You know, to the point where I was, you know, about ready to pick up the phone, call my boss and go, yeah, I know it's 3 in the morning, but can you get that car back in? Well, got there the next morning, car was still there. Pulled it in, rechecked torque, everything was good, but how do we prevent that? Well, one, you torque everything to spec. Some guys use paint pens. I know Eric does. You know, he marks every bolt he tightens. That's critical. There's other ways. How I do it is, if a bolt is critical, it's either loose or it's tight, period. When I do subframe bolts, I go around, tighten them all, then I go around and do it again, just to be on the safe side. Put a fastener all the way flush and then don't recheck it, there's a possibility it may be loose. So, you know, just like I do the same thing with drain plugs. It's either out or torqued. I never put a drain plug in and not, until I torque that drain plug, I am not doing anything else. Same with wheels. Until they are all tightened up, I do not leave that vehicle. Why? Because you get out of that routine and it will bite you. So make sure, you know, I'm a shop foreman. I get, you know, asked, can you help me with this? Can you do this? And I always make sure either what I'm doing is done, i.e. I've torqued what I need to torque what I'm doing, or I stop before I've torqued anything, or worst case scenario, I go back and recheck. Because the worst thing you can do is not recheck. Another story, and this one is a fail on me. Years ago, I was doing a head job on a 4.7 Dodge. You know, not real hard, not a big deal. I was doing timing chains, putting the timing chains together, cam sprockets, all that kind of good stuff. Got pulled off the job, came back to it, and unfortunately thought I had torqued down the cam bolt. I had not. I reassembled it as if I had. It ran really good for about 30 seconds. That lesson cost, I think, 6 intake valves, cam sprocket, head gaskets, head bolts, all coolant, oil, all that fun stuff, because I didn't recheck. That's really important, especially when you got something going on, somebody asking you questions, all that going on. When in doubt, recheck. You know, obviously you can't go back and retorque head bolts, you know. I mean, you can loosen them all back up and retorque them, but that's the thing, is if when in doubt, recheck. You know, better to spend a little bit of extra time than to have a car coming back on a tow truck or needing an engine, or, you know, having to replace valves because you didn't recheck something. So, best advice I could give you to prevent repairanoia is to, you know, make sure you torque everything, and when in doubt, retorque. Thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master. All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about, do you have repairanoia? All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about, do you have repair? All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about, do you have I can't say the fucking word.